This is a Violet Jester Media podcast.
Hey everybody, you've reached this epic disaster. How are ya?
Good. How are you?
We're late. We are late. This is the tardy episode.
We are late.
You know, we were supposed to come out yesterday. We told everybody we were going to be... No. We told everybody we were going to be coming out late.
On Monday.
Yes. We said we were coming out on Tuesday, but we said we would try to release it on Monday. And then you had a problem to where you couldn't do it on Monday. Now it's Tuesday. We're 2 days late.
That's right, we are.
But I think we're still going to squeak it out. We're still going to deliver it onto Tuesday, even though it's late.
Nice.
It's going to be fresh, though.
So you're getting
fresh.
You're getting something we recorded this morning,
Just now, right now,
or this afternoon, this evening.
It's evening.
So if you are listening to this on Tuesday night, August the 28th.
You know how when you go buy bread sometimes and it's like hot and steamy, it's just like freshly baked?
Yes.
That's what this podcast episode is, freshly baked.
I like it.
It's going to be brand new.
But we're not baked.
No, but it's gonna smell good. Smell nice and
It's
fresh.
going to smell like we're baked.
Like fresh bread.
Okay. We smell like fresh bread.
But it is Tuesday. It's August 28th. You know what this is? This is Shania Twain's birthday.
Oh, God.
Happy birthday, Shania Twain.
Why do you know that?
Because
you're obsessed?
No. When I was looking for things to talk about on the show, and I just thought, what happened on August 28th? And I looked it up, and it was Shania's birthday.
You know what else happened today?
53. She's 53 years old.
I'll tell you what else happened today.
What happened today?
Today, Prince Charles and Princess Diana's divorce was final.
No.
Yeah.
Did it have anything to do with Shania Twain being born?
Probably. Well, it wasn't the year she was born.
There were times in my life where I might have gotten divorced for Shania Twain.
Oh, I bet. I know. You told me. When you and I first started dating,
Yes.
You said, if Shania Twain ever wants to be with me, I'm sorry, but you get the boot.
Well, there was never any danger of that. I mean...
You made it clear, though.
Yeah.
You did make it very clear.
I have a feeling, even if I was available, it just wouldn't interest her at all.
You don't know that. Look at Mutt.
I don't know it at all. But she's married, and so am I, and everyone's happy about it. And she's 53. I hope she doesn't mind me keep saying her age.
She's 53.
On the podcast. I'm 56, which means when I was born, she was 3 years... No, when she was born, I was 3 years old.
Pervert.
So, no, I know.
Doesn't that make you a pervert?
No, it's one of those things that, if her family had brought her over to my house, everybody would be like, come on, kiss the baby on the head.
That's true.
They do that with little kids.
But
and people think that it's very funny. It's just like, you always see those photographs of 4-year-olds kissing, little tiny 4-year-olds, little girl, little boy kissing, and they're usually dressed in adult clothes, and then it's like, oh, how sweet, and it's just one of those things. It's like, it's a little creepy.
Those same parents walk in on those same kids playing with their hoo-has.
Yeah,
and get mad at them
when they're 7. Yeah,
so that's not fair.
No,
it's really not.
You can't have those photos of like some ass grabbing. That's not cool.
No, but it's not
the little
fair.
kissy, the little kids. Why? What is it about that we like? What is it about little kids doing grown-up things that we find very cute and irresistible?
It's the same reason why people dress up their dogs and anthropomorphize their dogs.
Yeah, something like
and
that.
And cats and turtles and whatever. They do it because it's familiar and relatable. And so babies really aren't familiar and relatable because they're not full humans yet. I mean, they are. They're human. But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And they're not, it's hard to relate to them.
But we like seeing little kids in grown-up clothes, dressed like, businessmen and...
Yeah, the same way we dress a chimpanzee up as a businessman.
So you're saying that little kids are chimpanzees?
They might as well be.
Oh, okay. Well, speaking of animals, we have an animal in the studio today. This is turning out to be a thing where we babysit your puppy.
I'm not. If I'm her owner, I'm not babysitting her.
Well, we're sort of babysitting her because she has to stay in the studio. She can't be downstairs. We would go downstairs and everything would be eaten.
Yes, and she would be very sick.
Yeah, and we could put her outside, but
it's too hot.
She appears right now that she's going to leave.
She would like
ready
to leave.
To
but I did give her a
treat
Kong
is gone.
Full of peanut butter and Kong cookies, and I gave her a Kong ball with some old treat in it and some banana. But they are both gone. It's been all of 10 minutes.
And you gave her a lot of fruit before she came up here, and I'm hoping that we're not going to have fruit swirlies.
No.
Fruit smoothies.
The likelihood that we get
a
a fruit smoothie out of her butt would be on the way home.
Oh, okay.
I don't think her digestive system works that quickly.
Okay. Well, it'd be nice to if she would settle down. I feel like she's ready to jump the fence.
She will settle down.
Yeah. Okay.
If she doesn't, we will pause the podcast and I will.
So how's she doing?
She's
gotten big since last time I saw her. She's really growing up. And
she is. She's growing up. I have a funny story to tell you because I did take her back to the vet due to what I believe to be kennel cough.
Okay.
They weren't convinced, but they wanted to go ahead and do some testing.
I have that.
And you've been in your kennel too long?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they decided that they would do a Breyerman's fecal test.
I did that too.
Did you really?
I did.
Well, I already had to paid for her normal intestinal parasite fecal test, so I had to now get 2 samples.
Yeah.
One for that and one for this Breyerman's test.
Oh, okay. I thought you said bear men.
It's
They do a totally different fecal test.
That's totally different. But then if she was still coughing after like a week, they put her on some antibiotics. They put her on some cough tabs. If it was still bad after a week, they wanted to do some chest X-rays, and they'd have to sedate her. And I don't know that I want to do that. But I went. So I'm getting. I only see her in the morning, and then I don't see her till I get home at night. Now the vet is only open. They don't open till 8, and then they close at like 7. So. If I was going to do it, I'd have to get it as soon as I got home and then run it over there, or get it in the morning and drop it on my way home.
Okay.
So there I am. I take her out in the morning sometimes naked. All right.
She's naked?
Me.
Oh, you're naked.
She's always naked.
Oh, wow.
So I
double nudity.
I go outside and finally she's pooped.
Wait. You I know where you live. You go outside naked?
In the backpack, yeah.
Everyone in your neighborhood could see this.
No, there's like one window that can see me.
That's insane.
It's not.
Well, okay, let's back up. One window is one too many. Going outside naked.
It's 5:00 in the morning.
I know. That's when the perverts are awake.
Ain't nobody awake at 5:00 in the morning.
Well, you're certainly putting them to sleep with your nudity. I'm going to tell you that.
Thank you. So anyways, I'm outside.
You wake up at 5:00 and go, did you hear something? I hear something outside. Let me look out. Ah! There's a naked woman out there with a dog.
But I'm not doing anything to the dog.
You're just a naked woman with a dog at 5 in the morning.
In my backyard.
That's amazing. All right.
Anyways.
You can do what you want.
So I'm out there, and finally she poops, and I think, you know what? I got to get this fecal sample.
And
so
the naked woman's picking up poop.
Here I am, crouched down, in a squat position, naked, in the dark, getting a fecal sample. And she's just like right on me, licking me. And
this is the nightmare I've had over and over and over. When I have too much pizza,
it's very difficult.
That's the same dream
to picture, I'm sure. But I just not laid there. I just crouched there and was getting the fecal sample, and I just kept thinking to myself, I'm being a good dog mama. I'm being a good dog mama.
And I'm naked.
I'm being a good dog mama.
Naked dog mama.
And I'm not throwing up.
That would even be worse. Naked throwing up, fecal holding dog woman. In the neighborhood.
That's
at 5
me.
in the morning.
That's me. Yeah. So
there's a police precinct just down the street from you.
There is.
I bet they have several reports.
It's possible. However, anyways, the fecal samples came back and they're both negative.
So she's okay. She's just a puppy. She's going through puppy stuff.
Yeah, I mean, and her cough is actually not as bad as it was.
You know what took care of my fecal sample problems?
What?
Beside the fact that it wasn't taken by a naked woman, I didn't have beer.
That's it.
If I had some beer, it would have just gone through and cleaned up the fecal. It would have made perfect fecal.
I'm not giving her beer.
No, I'm saying for me.
Toffee, get down.
We're disciplining the dog now on the air.
I apologize.
It's time for a live beer review. It's past time for a live beer review.
We've talked about dog shit. Now let's drink.
Time for some beer. As you know, on the show, we do a live beer review where we drink a beer we've never had on the show before. And then we tell you what we think about it at the end of the podcast. We give it a rating. I have a feeling that you took most of the beer.
That's okay.
Hey, puppy. Tell the fine folks at home, playing at home, what we're drinking today.
We are drinking a beer by Second Self Brewing.
Second
Self Beer Company. I'm sorry, let me get it right.
Okay.
And Second Self Beer Company, this is the Atlanta Ale.
Wow.
It says local, crisp, clean, refreshing, and crushable.
Ooh.
The can. So, so basically, let's see what it is. I think it is... It doesn't really say what kind of beer it is, but it does say that it's 5.5% by ABV. So it's a little better than a sour. Should be good, though. I think it's just a nice Pilsner.
Okay. I'm going to give mine a sample real quick.
All right, you do that.
All right, here I go. I'm going to taste it.
Okay.
I'm going to smell it first. Well, it's a little sweet smelling.
Sweet. Okay, let's see.
What do you think? I think it's got a little sweet smell to it. Oh,
I'm not sure.
Like, almost honey. Okay.
We're huffing beer on the podcast where no one can see us.
Well, that's part of it. You know, we gotta give the sensation to people. They can't taste it. We gotta tell them what it's like. Here we go.
Okay. So I'm huffing. You're drinking.
Interesting. Okay.
Well, it is crisp.
Yeah.
Tastes clean.
Yeah.
It's refreshing.
But here's the thing. What I've noticed over the years is beers kind of fall into certain categories, and we'll drink something, and I'll be like, oh, I've had that like 16 times.
Right.
And then every once in a while you drink something, you're like, okay, that's a different taste, sort of. And this sort of has a different taste.
It tastes like something on the front. It tastes like something you've had 16 times. But in the back, there's something different.
The finish, yeah. It's a little cleaner than something. Okay. We'll be drinking that down for a little while, right?
Yes, we will.
How about we do a little Zabmondo?
All right, let's do it.
We haven't done that in a while.
I hope I get a dog shit question.
I've planted one here for you. Do you start? Because you always start, and then
Would you like to start?
No, I'm okay.
Okay. You can.
No,
You're allowed.
That's okay.
You have my permission.
I'm totally fine.
All right. So.
See, you drop two. You can only drop one. Okay. You're only allowed to drop one.
All right.
Yellow.
I got a yellow one.
Last week you wanted yellow. You said I wished I could get yellow.
Because yellow is random, and I like random.
Well, you got it, and now I'm going to put on some glasses because
I have 25 pair at my feet because your studio is a mess.
As a man, that's what it says.
I'm gender fluid. It's all good.
Would you? Oh, we got to start it off right. Would you rather, as a man, have an identical twin that constantly gets into minor skirmishes with the law and gives your name?
Wow.
Or gives your name to women with whom he has had brief sexual encounters, some resulting in pregnancy?
I'm going to go with A. But it's funny that you should bring this up because I have a friend who is very, very similar looking to his brother. They are not twins, but they look very much alike. And he got a fake ID in my friend's name.
Uh-oh.
His brother got a fake ID in his name.
Why would you do that to your brother?
And whenever he would get pulled over or in trouble, he would give that ID.
Doesn't his brother just sue him? Do they are they estranged?
They're not necessarily estranged at this point. They should be.
That's crazy.
I agree with you. I think it's kind of a jacked thing to do.
Yeah.
But all right, so here it's your turn now. But yeah, I'm definitely going to go with the first one. I would rather have it be a legal matter than a matter involving children, because as an identical twin, your DNA is exactly the same.
Well,
so there would be no way to prove that it wasn't me.
Isn't it true that it's not totally exactly? They still could tell. I think. I don't know. Maybe wrong.
Unless things have changed.
Okay. I don't know. All right. I'm not going to predict. I have in mind what I'm going to drop.
All right. What do you got?
Look what I
But you did.
I
You did that
predicted it.
shit on purpose.
No, I couldn't
Yeah,
see
you
it.
did. You did.
I
You
predicted
totally
and
did.
dropped it.
Okay. So, would you rather, as a man,
No, it doesn't say that.
Yes, it does.
Does it?
Yep. Would you rather, as a man, introduce the girl you're dating to your parents by the wrong name? Whoops.
Uh-oh.
Or make a fat joke to a heavyset man who you mistakenly thought you knew?
That one.
You would rather accidentally make a joke to someone that you thought you knew and they'd get it,
Yeah.
but you didn't know them and you hurt their feelings?
Yeah, I've done that before.
Have
That
you?
kind of thing. I've told an inappropriate joke to someone who I suddenly realized could be offended by that inappropriate joke.
Whoops.
Oops.
But you'd rather do that than
And there's
give your
nothing
girl...
you can do. You just flush your face, and you're just like, "Oh no,
Whoops.
this is bad."
This is not going to go well.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, of course, first of all, I'm pretty sure I can outrun Fatty.
Wow.
And I just want to apologize to all the fatties out there because I'm one of you. Although I've lost 10 pounds.
I know you're
I'm
looking...
less of a fatty
You're
now.
looking svelte.
I'm on the way. I'm totally sticking to my diet. And this week was difficult because I was on the road.
Right.
But I'm losing the weight, and it won't be long before I can outrun all fatties everywhere.
Not me. You can't bleh. You can outspeak me.
I don't know that I need to.
You can't. Actually, you can totally everybody can outrun me. There's a reason is I have really, really, really bad knees.
Yeah, I'm 56. I don't want to outrun anybody. My outrunning days are over. Just beat me up.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it. I'm just like, whatever. Just go ahead, kill me, beat me up, whatever you got to do. I've lived a pretty good life up until now, and there's nothing I can do about it.
These days, my getting out of the chair in a fast manner days are over.
I always
it's
say
just
that,
not going to happen.
I always say that you can tell the age of someone by the level of sound when they're getting in their car. So if you get in your car and you're like, ugh.
I don't make that sound.
Well, as you get older, you will.
Okay.
It gets louder and louder when you get in the car and like, ugh. Yeah.
That's my sound getting out of the car.
That's my sound for everything. So this week, speaking of getting old, I went on the road. I was doing working. It's awful. It's horrible. I'm getting, it hurts more and more and more and more.
I'm sorry.
I got to quit doing it.
You got to do something else.
No. I get home. I look like a character from The Walking Dead. I walk in the door and I'm like, I can't move. It's
I
terrible.
can't remember. How quickly do you type?
Well, we could have like a segue in there.
No, I'm coming up with something for you to do other than looking
Hi.
like a zombie.
Like a zombie temp service here.
Yes. Well, no.
I've never had a typing class. I can type. I used to type pretty fast. I'm not as fast as I used to be. I think I tested like 50 words a minute, which is nothing, but it was enough to get me a job at some place where I had to do some typing.
But you do have, well, you may not have a degree, but you did go to college for communications. Is that correct?
That's true.
Okay. So I'm thinking you could do closed captioning.
Maybe, because it's awful. Have you ever read the closed captioning? Sometimes it's just really bad,
Some
especially
of it
the
is
live stuff.
horrible.
Yeah.
Some of it is really bad.
I know. It's kind
and
of fun
some
to
of it
watch.
is spot on.
Uh-huh.
And I think my friend Lori, who does closed captioning,
Oh, really?
is probably one of the people that's spot on.
I feel sorry for people who are hard of hearing that have to rely on those, because as a hearing person and I read them and I see how far off they are, I just feel sorry. I'm just like, the person who's supposed to be watching this is never going to get it.
They don't know
it's
what's happening.
right. It's
Yeah.
just terrible.
Some of it is pretty terrible.
Yeah. No, I don't think I can. I don't know. I couldn't do anything where I actually would have to type, I don't think. That would be a good job for me.
There's always Dragon. There's that program that you just speak what you're, and
That's
it types
true.
for
Even
you.
that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
So, hey, speaking of Dragon, this is Dragon Con week in
It is.
Atlanta.
It is.
And neither of us are going. What's happened? Why did we not go?
Well, I'll tell you why I'm not going.
Because you're lazy. Oh, sorry.
That's part of it.
didn't mean to.
That's a big part of it. I'm also socially awkward and have social anxiety.
Well,
and there's 1,000 people within a square inch.
Yeah, we went last
DragonCon.
year. We went last year because we were doing a little thing with the Life to Kill podcast.
Yes.
And we went, kilted, and we talked to kilt people and stuff. And it was my first time there. Mm-hmm. It was awesome. I mean, just walking around seeing people is awesome.
That was the night before festivities began.
Right.
They had a few non-sanctioned functions the night that we went, but this year they're starting a day early.
Yeah.
So those non-sanctioned functions start on, if I'm not mistaken, Wednesday night.
Wow.
No. They are doing they're doing actual programming on Thursday. And this year they might actually have some programming Wednesday night as well, but most of the non-sanctioned events will be Wednesday night. So it's turned into a 5-day event.
It is. It's major thing. And I mean, I like watching. I'm a people watcher, as you know.
Yes.
Not that big on big crowds, but I do like watching people, and big crowds are where the people are.
Yeah.
So
that's where they are. That's why it's a big crowd.
It just blew me away, the amount. I guess I thought there were a few hundred. No. There's a few 100,000. There's a lot.
No, there's... Okay, last year
tons.
they had over 80,000.
Yeah. Big.
This year they expect more.
Mm-hmm.
So
and lots of dragons. I saw a lot of dragons there.
I didn't see too many dragons.
But I wish we went. I think we should do, maybe next year we should plan on actually doing the podcast there. Well, last year when we were there with the Life in a Kill podcast, we were with the ESO network.
Correct. Earth Station 1.
They did a meet and greet, which was fun.
Yes.
And Mike, he's the founder
of Earth Station 1 and ESO Network. Yes.
I saw his itinerary for this year. He's doing tons of stuff. He's like moderating things and doing his own thing too, but he's got like a lot of events going on.
Oh yeah.
He's very active in
it. I would say 60 to 75% of the friends I have made in Atlanta are going to DragonCon.
Yeah.
And
what's wrong with us?
I know. And they're all on my Facebook, so I'm seeing all of their itineraries come through, and I'm seeing their friend numbers and stuff, so you can get on the app and find out where your friends are at the con.
Right.
And all this. And it just looks like so much fun, and like I want to be included, but I'm not, because I didn't get a pass, and now I'm broke.
Yeah.
And I have a dog.
Yeah, when you get a dog, you can't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Well, we always talk about how the autumn we start getting really busy. Maybe everybody's like that, but it's already started. I'm going to Florida next for a little vacation. Then I think I'm going to the Maryland Renaissance Festival in October.
Are you going to get to go?
We're pushing to go, yes.
When are you going?
I want to go late October because that's when it's cold and awesome. What?
Can I tag along?
You got to talk to the missus about that.
Shit.
The Stone Mountain Highland Games.
Yep, that's in October.
Also in October, which is fun. We do that, and then we're planning some Halloween stuff. Now, here's the thing: we can't announce this.
Not yet.
We have a thing that we're kind of working on for Halloween. We might be able to announce it next week. We just have to get a few things going, but it's going to be kind of fun. It's going to be weird, quirky, but still fun, and it's something everybody can get involved in, and it'll just be kind of a silly, fun thing that we could do, but we're going to be doing it in October. It looks like it's going to happen. It'll be fun.
I hope so, because it sounds like a great idea.
Yeah, and then we talked about staying in a haunted house. I do think we should do that.
I don't know where.
I don't either. I've got a couple of ideas, and here's... I can't say a lot of this out loud.
Okay.
Because you don't want to set it up yet. It's a little early.
Sure.
It's not ripe yet. But there's some Stone Mountain stuff that happens that I'd kind of like to get involved with.
Okay.
For Halloween.
Okay.
And we'll see. We'll just see. I think we can come up with something really cool.
I also have a friend coming for October.
That's
She'll
right.
be here for 10 days.
One of your best friends, and you're going to be doing some Halloween things with her.
We are going to be doing some Halloween things, and then I have a couple other things that I'm working on that I'm not going to say because she does listen to the podcast.
You got your costume?
And I want to make sure that it's in the works before I say anything.
You got a costume?
Not yet. That's what kills me, is that I tend to, think about that last. I think about
the
costume last. I've been helping my friend make Halloween decorations now for the last couple of weeks. We're getting his yard prepared because I don't have a yard, so I get to enjoy Halloween decorations in his yard, and I spend Halloween with him anyways. So I get to enjoy them on the day. And we were talking about it just this weekend. So what are you going as?
Yeah.
I have no idea. And then we have a theme to the yard, so I'm thinking, how can I work a theme? How can I be part of that theme, you know? Because I like to run around and scare kids and make them cry on Halloween.
Well, Halloween is turning out to be more than just a day now. It's a big event, and you can have like several different. You had several costumes last year, like more than one, I think.
I just had the one last year, but the year before I did have a couple. And then we have our neighborhood event that happens in mid-November. So I have to have another costume for that. And that's going to be a Rocky Horror theme.
Oh.
Yeah.
We got to go to Rocky Horror this year. You know, my wife is a virgin. She's never seen it, and they have it.
Is it at the plaza?
They do that, and we should do it. But you know what I would love to do?
What?
In Knoxville at the Tennessee Theater, they do it every year, but it always sells out.
Yeah, we got to get on it quick.
I would love to do that. That's a drive from here, 4 hours.
Well, and you're welcome to come to the neighborhood party. It's called a mothball. It's in Grant Park, Atlanta.
Is it Rocky Horror theme?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about, the Rocky Horror?
Yeah.
Because I went to that one year.
You did.
Are you going?
I am, of course.
Who would I go as? No one looks like me. I can't
Riff-Raff.
really do. Riff? No, he's bald.
You can make yourself bald.
No. So here's what I found out.
No.
Here's what I found out. Maybe I've talked to you about this.
What?
This is weird.
What?
Probably have. You ever watch the Love It or List It on HGTV?
Oh yeah, where they try and fix your own house while the other guy tries to find you a new house.
Yeah, like I think it's Dave and Hillary.
Yes.
And Hillary is kind of the British woman, which I think she's from Canada, really, but she's got a British accent. And Dave is the dude who's always trying to sell them the house.
Right.
All right. Hillary was in Rocky Horror Picture Show.
She was not.
At the very beginning, the woman who's getting married, now I forget her name. Mm-hmm. At the very beginning, you know, they're at a wedding.
Yeah.
And she's getting married, and she gets married, and then they drive off.
That's her?
The bride is Hillary from Love It or List It.
Wow. I had no idea.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
And if you get on her Instagram and look, she's actually posted some pictures just like of that time, just sort of like a throwback kind of thing.
Wow.
Isn't that wild?
That's interesting. Yeah.
It totally is.
It's funny that you have that little tidbit of trivia.
And I'll bet you that there are other kind of famous people in that movie that we don't know.
I'm sure. I mean, come on. The stars alone.
Yeah. You know what's sad, though? The stars of that movie, didn't Barry Bostwick die? Am I saying that? Should I say that out loud? You know, Brad Majors?
Yeah.
Is he still around?
I don't know.
I feel like, I don't know why I think he died.
I can look it up.
That's sad. Please look it up because I will need to apologize if he's not. But you know, like Meatloaf, I read a story about him. He can't move. He's totally in pain constantly.
Yeah. Well, he was rough on his body.
Totally was. Also, Tim Curry, he had a massive stroke, and he can barely get around. Although he did play the narrator on the TV version of Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Did he?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
I didn't see.
Okay,
That
so
would've been good.
it looks like Barry Bostwick is actually still alive.
Are you sure?
It's what his Wikipedia page says. It says he was born in 1945.
And
He
still
is
alive.
currently aged 73, living in San Mateo, California.
Well, good for Barry. I don't know why I thought that. Who am I thinking that died?
I don't know. But he was just at Comic-Con, Magic City Comic-Con in January 2016.
Now I feel bad about announcing
Now
his
you should
death.
feel bad. You should feel very, very bad.
I remember the first time I saw that movie, I was in college, and everybody was up. And if you've never seen the movie, it's not a spoiler, but I mean, it's an audience participation movie.
Yes, it is.
And I haven't seen it in years, so I know that there's so many new gags and stuff that go on that I know nothing about. But
No, it's all the same old gags.
I can't believe that.
It's true.
When people yell out Betty Ford, I can't believe that young kids know who that is. I just don't think that they do. I think there's Justin Bieber jokes and things like that now that we don't know about.
Okay.
That's my prediction. I don't know. We need to go find out. But
All
anyway, So I remember going and seeing it, and it made me so mad that these people were up dancing and getting in the front of the screen. I was just like, sit down so I can watch the movie. And then at the end of the movie, I was like, oh, okay, people need to stand up because it's really kind of a bad movie.
Yeah.
It's not the greatest movie in the world.
Yeah.
In fact, what makes it great is the audience participation. The story in the movie itself is very B, almost C movie, possibly D.
So I have a confession to make.
I think I know what you're going to confess.
I used to be in Rocky Horror Picture Show.
When you were like 8, I think.
No, I was like 12.
Same thing.
I was not a good girl.
Weren't you Magenta?
No.
You were the other one, which is
I wasn't Columbia either.
Columbia?
Because I did not do...
Get out. You told me one of those two.
I did not have an actual part. I played Trixie, which Trixie is also known as Lips.
Why do I...
When Lips would play, when the Lips would sing the song,
Right.
I would... Okay, I'm going to tell you something about me, and this did happen. I'm not going to name the theater because I don't know if they can still get in trouble for it or not.
All right.
I was 12 years old,
Uh-huh.
and I used to climb around the audience dressed in lingerie
Okay.
and sing that song
Yeah.
and tickle people.
That's also one of my dreams. I can remember. But you're still picking up fecal. Still.
Yes, in the nude this time. Now there's not even lingerie involved because it's too much of a pain in the ass to put on. So yeah, 5-inch heels,
Wow.
lingerie, makeup, the whole spiel. Being 12 years old, climbing around an audience of mostly adult men,
Right.
tickling them.
Has there ever been a more masculine, feminine character than Frank?
No.
And is there anyone in the world who could play that line the way Tim Curry does? I don't know anybody other than Tim Curry that is that masculine and that feminine. It was such a creepy thing where you could look at him and he's kind of burly man, but he's also hot woman. It's just like, I don't know of anybody else who could do that then or now.
I agree.
That's such a unique character. It makes you feel weird. It made me feel weird.
It doesn't make me feel weird. It makes you feel weird. But that part could not have been anybody else's.
I know.
It could not have been.
And still, people have played. I think Joan Jett played it one year on Broadway on the stage version.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember who did the live TV version that they did on Fox, but I just can't imagine anybody doing it like Tim Curry.
I agree. Nobody would be as good, in my opinion.
Maybe I'll think about it. If you know of anybody, if you got any suggestions, sometimes we do these kind of like, how would you remake?
Mm-hmm.
So how would you remake Rocky Horror? thisepicdisaster@gmail.com. Send your suggestions how you would remake Rocky Horror. What characters?
Yeah, which character? Who would you cast as each character? Or
Yeah,
if you only
main
have an
characters.
idea about one or two of them, that's fine too.
Yeah.
But if you have ideas about all of them, I want to know because I would like to picture that in my mind. Because right now, I cannot picture anybody else playing Riff Raff. I cannot picture anybody else playing Columbia. I can't. Well,
I might be able to think of another.
You know who might make a cute Columbia? It's Christina Ricci.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are correct.
Magenta.
Yeah, Magenta. She and Riff kind of creepy. They're creepy. But how about the main people? Susan Sarandon and
The straight
Brad.
people.
Yeah, Brad Majors and Janet Weiss.
Damn it,
Weiss.
Janet. I honestly don't know. So I need ideas because I again, Susan Sarandon in that part is perfect.
Right.
She plays the innocent very well until she doesn't, and I just can't picture anybody else in it.
No, and I don't like. Well, sometimes I do, but I kind of like types. So, like, if we're going to cast Brad Majors, I would want somebody that's a lot like Barry Bostwick playing it. I don't want to go, I don't want to go completely different.
Sure.
I don't want to explore the boundaries.
God, I have a picture in my mind, and you know how horrible I am with names.
Yeah.
Who played the I'm not even going to be able to think of it. I can't even think of the show I'm thinking about. I just have this particular face in mind, but I will find it. I will put it out there as one of my ideas, and I will post it so that you know who I'm talking about, because when he was younger, he would have been perfect.
Yeah. Okay, so I got a couple of things. I got a story here I want to read.
All right, what do you got? By the way, if you guys can hear this incessant chewing in the background.
Yeah, it sounds like we're in a cave with a bear.
We are. We are.
In order to distract and make the dog be quiet, we had to give it a bone. So it's gnawing on the bone. It sounds like a horror movie in here.
It does.
I got a story here. The surprisingly successful business of luxury chicken diapers.
Wait, what?
Yes,
Say that again, please.
I would love to. The surprisingly successful business of luxury chicken diapers. I love the word luxury chicken diapers. That to me is a band name.
Luxury chicken diapers.
If you have a band, you're looking for a name, might I throw out luxury chicken diapers? Okay, in urban areas like New York, Denver, and Los Angeles, it's become a trend for the elite to shy away from traditional pets such as dogs and cats and to raise chickens instead, which I think is a great idea. I was raised with chickens. I love chickens, but I will tell you, chickens are freaking messy.
And they poop everywhere.
Although raising chickens used to be predominantly for rural farmers, it's now not only chic to own these birds, but also a status symbol. And Julie Baker, an enterprising woman from New Hampshire, is cashing in on the trend by making fashionable chicken diapers.
Chicken diapers?
I just love that name.
Oh, my God.
Chicken diapers. I could say that all day long.
So do you prefer luxury chicken diapers or fashionable chicken diapers?
All of it. Just chicken diapers is great. She's drawing $50,000 a year from this business.
Wow.
Chicken diapers.
I'll make some damn chicken diapers.
All right, so 10 years ago on her small farm in Claremont, Julie was raising a whole flock of chickens with her daughter. They happened upon a YouTube video of a chicken wearing a diaper. What were they searching for?
I'm not sure.
Anyway, and it was wearing the diaper so it wouldn't.
You sure it wasn't from a dating site?
Leave chicken poop.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, and naked women will come and pick it up. Julie recalls thinking something like, "Oh my goodness, I need to do that." So that's what she did. Now, I'm going to show you a picture of a chicken diaper.
Okay.
It's the greatest picture in the world.
I'm sure it's adorable.
I'm sorry, people, that you don't see you can't see these pictures. But here's a chicken diaper. And here's another chicken diaper.
Okay, so these chicken diapers are different patterns.
They look a lot like bandanas in a way.
They do look like bandanas. This one has holly on it, so that's a Christmas diaper.
And here's a chicken that looks like it's saying, "What the hell? I left you a gift."
Oh.
He's just sort of turned around like, get that off my butt.
Now there's poop on my butt because you have a diaper on me.
Chicken diapers. Okay, I think you kind of messed up my...
I messed up your pictures. I apologize.
All right. Anyway, Julie set out on a mission to sew multiple cotton diapers for the Old English hen of her own. Other chicken owners soon were contacting her. "Hey, I saw the diaper on your chicken. You think you can make one for me?" Anyway, so she opened up a store called Pampered Poultry.
Pampered Poultry?
Much to her surprise, the venture exploded in popularity. It began. You know what? One of the
something else exploded too.
Yeah, I feel like with a lot of KFC and stuff like that, where they're like putting hormones in so that chickens will have larger breasts. Mm-hmm. They need bras for these chickens as well.
They could have matching
chicken
lingerie.
Bras. That's right, like little chicken bikinis. Anyway,
chicken lingerie.
So she sells diapers in all 50 states. They retail about $18. Now, let's see. Hold it. Eventually,
they're certainly reusable.
That's what I was going to find out. You wouldn't
buy
buy a diaper for 18, but how do you watch?
It's you throw it in the washing machine.
Okay.
It's just like the old reusable diapers they used to use on babies.
She branched out from just selling chicken diapers. She now makes feather guards and diaper dresses, so you can just clothe your chicken.
Clothe your entire chicken because they love that.
You may think it's crazy for people to go so far as to buying dresses for their chickens, but this is just the tip of it. Apparently, poultry owners have gone so gaga over their pets that they even hire chicken whisperers at $225 an hour. That's a racket I want to get into.
Chicken whisperer. That's your new gig.
I want to be a chicken whisperer. There you go.
Okay, but
I
you
can
gotta be
whisper
good.
to chicken. Some chickens even get personal chefs.
A personal chef for your poultry.
We thought we'd feed them leftovers, but our chickens end up eating grilled salmon, steak, fresh lettuce, and organic watermelon. And, of course, need a chicken diaper after that.
Wow.
Another luxury afforded to pet chickens is the smartphone-enabled motion-detecting coop that suits even the pickiest of all chickens. Owners can control the ventilation, temperature, lighting, and security from their phone to the tune of $20,000. Now, I would do that if I had an extra $20,000.
I would too.
Have a special chicken coop that you can temperature control. Not $20,000. I don't think I could do $20,000. Anyway, that's a car.
I have a chicken coop in my backyard. It doesn't have any chickens in it yet.
I'd put a couple chickens in it. Anyway, Pampered Poultry highlights a shift in the way humans are interacting with chickens. They were once considered to be nothing more than boring livestock, and now they're starting to treat them like pets, which I'm okay with that. I love chickens. I was raised with chickens. Chickens are nasty birds and sometimes a little irritable, but I have a thing where I'm drawn to chickens. I love chickens.
I would like to have guineas.
Those guineas are, first of all, they're a little ornery. They're little.
They are a little ornery.
But they're also loud.
They're very loud.
Really loud.
Really loud. I know. I had a friend who had guineas.
I used to could do and may still be able to do a guinea call.
I want to hear it.
No, I'm not
right
on
now.
the air. No,
it's
really loud. No, I can't do it. It's too loud. But they would.
Can we get a video of you doing a guinea call?
Maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
I'd have to try it a little bit. But anyway.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I was raised with all different kinds of chickens and even some ducks.
Well, now you and I had baby ducks.
We did. I forgot about the baby ducks.
When we lived together, we
and
had
you
baby
got so
ducks.
mad at me, I think, because I released them too early. But
you did release them too early.
We needed
and
to.
They probably died that day.
I don't know that that's true. I still feel like they're nature things. I think they were fine. I think they were fine.
I think you were just tired of taking care of them.
Partially, but I think the apartment management where we lived that didn't allow pets and we had 20 baby ducks was probably catching on to us.
We had 4.
No, there was a bunch of them.
No, we had 4.
And they stunk.
They did stink.
The bedroom smelled like duck shit all the time.
Because they're ducks and they poop.
And our dog wanted to eat them for dinner.
That's true. He did love watching them in the bathtub. I loved watching them in the bathtub.
We would put them. I have video of the ducks in the bathtub.
So do I.
We should post our duck video.
Okay.
Our bathtub duck video. I'll have to dig it up, but I know I still have it.
We didn't have a bunch. We had 4.
No, the video will prove we had more than 4.
Okay.
That's all I'm going to say.
Okay. We'll see.
We had more ducks than that.
No, we had 4.
Okay, what else is going on in our great podcast land?
I'll be honest with you, not a lot.
A boring week for you?
Boring week for me. Not really boring. Okay. Wow. So this past weekend was the Summer Shade Festival in Grant Park, which is a lot of fun. And it's one of the biggest festivals in Atlanta.
You sent me an invitation while I was in Washington, D.C.
I forgot you were still going to be gone.
I was like, thanks for taunting me.
Yeah, it was
I
very
can't
taunting.
do anything fun right now.
The art there was like twice as much art as there was last year.
Shut up.
And it was awesome. We had vodka lemonades at the
What
lemonade stand. Did you know the little lemonade stands sold vodka lemonades? Did you know
the
that?
Kids? No.
Not to children.
No, I'm saying kids doing it, like their lemonade stands.
No, adults. So we had vodka lemonades. We looked at artwork. We bought adorable things for doggies, and I haven't put hers on yet. I bought her a new collar.
And a chicken diaper.
It's black, and it has little white skulls on it, and it comes with a big purple flower on it. It's adorable.
Now, she could dress up for Halloween.
No, I'm not.
I have a great Halloween costume idea.
I'm not comfortable putting dogs in costumes.
I have a great Halloween costume idea. And here's the thing. I want to take, first of all, I'm kind of going back because I thought about this and then I forgot about it. I want people to suggest a Halloween costume for us that we can do.
Oh, because I don't have one yet.
No, me either. And here's the weird thing is it's hard for me to do a costume because my hair and my beard, it kind of locks me into things. There were so many things that I would do if I didn't have this certain look. And so everybody's just like, do the dude from, So I can't.
Don't do the dude.
I can't, because I do that. And then I'm always wearing the kilt. It's just like, I'm a kilted guy or the dude. That's it. Because that's what this looks like. So I could do a hippie maybe.
You could do a hippie. You could do. You could spray paint your hair white, stand it up, and you could be Christopher Lloyd from Back to the Future.
Or Guy Fieri.
Too long. My hair's too long.
My hair's too long to stand up.
But you could absolutely be
But he
Doc.
didn't have a beard. He didn't have a beard.
Didn't he?
No. The beard gets in the way. See, it locks me in. I can't do all these different things that I want to do. But here's the ultimate character. Here's the Halloween costume that because I love Halloween costumes where people see it and they're like, "Who is that?" And then they figure it out and they're like, "Awesome!" Mm-hmm. Remember, like when we went to the Halloween thing last year? To me, the best costume the whole year. Colonel Sanders. That one dude, did you see, looked exactly like Colonel Sanders.
That's pretty great, yeah.
I think a great costume would be Dave Stewart and Annie Lennox. Go as the Eurythmics.
Yes.
And see how many people catch on. See how many people figure that out.
Would you do
You could choose. You can choose.
I think that's an awesome idea.
And if I was a little tiny, well-built, nice-looking dude with dark skin, I would do Prince. I would do Purple Rain. I would bouffant my hair and wear the purple outfit.
In a heartbeat.
Are you serious? Carry the guitar. You would get laid 20 times that night.
At least.
I know people who Prince has been dead for 2 years now?
Yes.
I know people who still have sex with him. Even now.
I'm not sure I want to meet those people.
I'm just saying that's how Prince he was.
He was so Prince.
And you could feed off that vibe if you're built like Prince and look a little like Prince. Print yourself up for Halloween.
Yep. I agree. You
know what would be a great costume for a group?
What?
The entire cast of We Are the World. If you want to do 80s.
Okay, so who's going to be
awesome?
Who's going to be Bono?
Just everybody dressed like the soloists from We Are the World and walk around together. That would be so awesome.
I'm not sure who would get that, though.
It would be funny. I think more people would get it than you think. I saw like the entire cast of Monty Python's Holy Grail.
Oh, yeah, easy. That's a done
awesome.
deal. Yeah. You can see that at Con.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love when people just kind of go crazy at these events. I saw, because people think Atlanta, Georgia, the South, conservative. That's what they think.
No.
I know.
Not Atlanta.
I know there are
Not
people
Atlanta.
out there, maybe even who listen to the podcast, that really think Atlanta's some backward. No, it's not.
It's very not.
I remember seeing remember the float in the Halloween parade by the Satanist group?
Yes.
The actual Church of Satan had a float, and there was somebody in leather being flogged.
Yes.
This is going down the street in Atlanta, which is pretty fun.
In a very, very busy street in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And, okay, so at our big event, that same event this year, it's going to be me, you and Maria. Rashawn is going to be here to visit. Adam and Jess.
Yeah.
So that
we could do We Are the World. Who would I be? I could be Kenny Rogers. You know, my wife had a big crush on Kenny Rogers when she was young.
You might get laid that night.
I might as Kenny.
Yeah. I don't know who I could be, though. I could be...
Who would you be? I would have to think about it.
Was Madonna in that?
No.
Cyndi Lauper was.
My wife, I think, could do a good Cyndi Lauper, maybe.
Yeah, she could do a good Cyndi.
Let's see. Who were the other females?
I refuse to wear blackface, so I can't go that route.
No, you don't. We want to avoid controversy, because that would be Dionne Warwick. Diana Ross was in it. Who was the other black woman? Oh yeah, Michael Jackson. Just kidding. That was a joke.
It was not a good one.
I would be Billy Joel, except I'm too tall for Billy. I could be Kenny Loggins almost. My hair's too long for Kenny Loggins. We're off on a tangent that no one cares about.
Nobody gives a fuck about what we're talking about.
Or even
right
knows
now.
what we're talking about. And I would say you could be Kim Carnes, but that's reaching far, far away.
Far away.
And you look nothing like Kim Carnes.
So what we're talking about is an event that we go to every year. It's in Little Five Points, which is a small, funky little area here in Atlanta. There's lots of fun stuff there. And they closed down.
Huge Halloween party.
They closed down one or two streets in their neighborhood completely, and it's all just foot traffic, and it is a gigantic party. It is so good for the businesses there because everybody stops to eat or drink. They have little bars outside where you can buy alcohol. It's extremely expensive, but it's really, really worth it because it's a blast.
I would even invite our listeners to plan a party. Come down, like get a hotel, come to Atlanta, come to the party and party with us.
Please.
We'll get dressed up, and if we knew enough people were going to be here, we would actually do the cast of We Are the World.
If we knew who they were and when they were coming.
That's right.
They'd have to come up with their own costume.
You know what I know who you could be.
Who?
You don't have to do blackface. You could do Tina Turner. Get you a big wig.
Yeah.
You would be Tina.
I could totally do Tina.
You could be Tina Turner?
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Why can't I think of any other women who were in it?
I don't know.
Maybe that was it.
Look it up.
Maybe that was it. Anyway, yeah.
Wasn't Amy, what's her name in it?
Amy who?
The Amy that you and I both had a crush on. She used to be a Christian singer, but then she...
Amy Grant?
Yeah.
No, she was in the Christians got together and did a version.
Oh, okay.
I think it was called The Cause.
Oh, okay.
Do you know that I know that?
Because you used to be one of them.
Yeah. And all the Christian artists got together and did their version. Everybody did, if you remember. I mean, there was like the country guys did it. Everybody kind of did their own little version.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. So I don't know if I could pull off an Amy Grant either.
I believe I want to back that up too, because I think actually the beginning was the "Do They Know It's Christmas" thing. Bob Geldof, remember?
Yes, I do.
That was like the beginning, and so I want to say, because when you said Bono wasn't in We Are the World. He was in that one, Band Aid.
Oh, okay.
Band Aid.
You are correct.
Bono,
correct.
George Michael.
Mm-hmm.
Bono, man, I still say Bono has one of. I want to say, because I posted this on my Facebook, I saw a video of. I don't remember now what it was from. U2 singing an acoustic song on a front porch somewhere at a marina, it looked like.
Mm-hmm.
And Bono was singing, and this is, I believe it was this year or maybe last year. He's so underrated as a vocalist. And I know that Bono sometimes is hard to take as a just public figure. And sometimes, I mean, he's got a unique voice. But his voice is so solid in that. And
yes.
It just blew me away.
He's got a tool there. He's got an instrument that he takes very good care of.
Very, very, very impressive, and he can still hit the notes.
Yep.
Well, okay, so here's what we got to do. We got to start wrapping things up on this podcast.
Because nobody gives a shit about what we're talking about right now.
I think more people do than we like to think, but I also think a lot of people don't.
All right, so if you do give a shit, please
give
reach
us
out
your
to
shit.
us. Yes, reach out to us and give us some shit. We would like to hear from you, and you can reach us at thisepicdisaster@gmail.com. You can also find us on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook, of course, where we encourage you to interact with us.
And tell your friends. Share when we post our episodes online, please share them with your friends. Tell your friends about it. We could use a lot more people listening to the show. It helps us
even
out.
if you're embarrassed about listening to us,
don't be embarrassed.
You can post it and be like, "Oh my God, you should listen to this.
You should
this
listen
is
to this
crap."
disaster.
Right, and then people will listen. So that's kind of the whole point.
Yeah, and send us suggestions. Send us stuff. You can always just post it. And if you want us to talk about things, we're always open to that stuff.
Absolutely.
Halloween thing, I think we'll announce soon. That might.
I'd like to have that in order by next week.
Me too. If that goes well, we might get some national attention. That's all I'm going to say. It's that big. It's that cool. That going on. All right. Stickers. We got some This Epic Disaster stickers. We got some color ones. We got some black and white ones. They're yours for free. All you got to do is just write to us. Tell us your mailing address. We'll send them to you free. No questions asked. We don't care what you do.
Absolutely.
And we also have T-shirts up on the store.
Yes.
That you can buy and wear us on your chest, which is our dream.
I want to live on everybody's chest.
At one point, we will have a picture of naked Cheri picking up poop.
Nope.
For a T-shirt.
Nope. Not going to happen. It's done, happened. Nobody got a picture of it.
It might if I can get my camera working at 5 a.m.
I don't have to do it often. I just had to do it the one time.
I can just set that up.
Just the one time.
A drone does not cost much anymore.
It's over. I did it already.
Yeah.
I don't need to do it again.
Let's talk about this beer.
Okay.
What you think?
I hate to keep saying this, but you buy average beer.
Okay.
This is an average beer.
Okay.
I mean, it says clean, it says crisp, it says local. Local, you can't deny.
Hold on. It says crushable. Let's see. Sort of
crushable. And no, he did not do that on his forehead. So
not that dumb.
it's okay.
Okay.
I could have it with pizza.
What you giving it?
2.
I'm giving it a 3. I kind of liked it.
Oh, okay. All right. That's good. That's good.
You were saying all this stuff about it being average and you didn't like it, and I was like, uh-oh. I kind of liked it. It's not hoppy. There's just a tad bit of bitter. Not much.
Sure.
It isn't what I would call an outstanding taste or overwhelming taste, but I did like it. It's kind of right there in the middle, and it's consistent, and I agree with you. It would be excellent with food. And of all of the kind of just regular cool little beers that we've had, I would order this at a restaurant. If I go to a restaurant and see this listed, I'm buying it.
Okay, good to know.
Kind of liked it.
Good to know. So thank you, Second Self Beer Company.
For letting, well, they didn't do anything. They're probably like, really? 3? We work hard on that.
I know.
We think it's a 4 or a 5.
Sorry.
We still like it. I liked it. You didn't like it.
I would have more if I had pizza.
So that's what it takes, pizza. All right. Well, thanks for listening to us. Sorry we're a little bit late this week.
It's all my
fault. We will
fault.
make it up next week. I swear. I swear to the Greek gods who watch over us every day.
Which one specifically?
Zeus and Daphne. What was the one?
Persephone?
Daphne. No, Daphne.
Oh, okay.
Isn't there a Daphne?
Something
I know
like
she was
that.
on Scooby-Doo as well. Anyway, we swear to Scooby-Doo that we will make it up next week.
We will.
But thank you for listening this week, and we will see you then.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
This is a Violet Jester Media podcast.